please. Head of South Island Spark New Zealand Limited. Welcome.
Good morning, Deavoll councillors. Thank you for the opportunity. The submission that we've made, I think, is reasonably straightforward, but I did just want to take the opportunity to provide a little bit of background. So after the earthquake period, Spark, or Telecom as it was at the time, made a commitment to participate in the Christchurch CBD redevelopment by agreeing that we would return staff to the central city, and we're honouring that. Currently our closest building to Cathedral Square would be down in Walker Street, and we're as far north up in the top end of Cranford Street as well. However, we're planning to bring about 450 people back to work at number 2 Cathedral Square, which some of you might better know as the old BNZ site, and we'll be back there late next year. And although we don't actually own the building at 2 Cathedral Square, we are making a significant commitment as the anchor tenant, and it's that commitment that allowed the developer to get on and undertake the redevelopment on a site which might have otherwise sat in a poor state. Our decision to select 2 Cathedral Square was made in part by the high profile and prominence of the site, and we thought about the city at the time we made that decision and the need, in fact, for a redevelopment on that site to be a spectacular development as a backdrop to the iconic Cathedral Square. The building and its public atrium provide an important link between the now well-developed ANZ Centre, areas of High Street and Colombo Street, and through to Cathedral Square. And as well as the Spark team who will occupy that building, it's expected that it would accommodate high-end retail and hospitality on the ground floors that adjoin those 2 street frontages and Cathedral Square. The top level of the building has got an outdoor hospitality space, effectively a rooftop bar, restaurant area, and probably holding one of the very best views you will get in the city. It's going to be north facing, it'll look out over the square, and we're expecting that it will be attractive to tourists and will be a point of interest from which people will come and view the redevelopment of the cathedral and the square for quite some time. So the total number of people around that building won't be 450. We're expecting it'll be significantly bigger than that, with people taking up hospitality and retail options. We've been an active participant in the Regenerate on the proposal for the Cathedral Square redevelopment, and we like the proposed redevelopment in that corner of the square, especially in the way in which it looks to soften the area and the way in which trees can be used to provide some screening around that cathedral construction zone. Those things are certainly attractive to us. So my submission, as you've seen, has been that I would like to see the council confirm some funding in the long-term plan, not to redevelop the entire square because we don't think it's ready for it, but that part of the square is ready for a redevelopment because the buildings along that quarter will be complete by the end of next year. We're at Spark, we're pretty passionate about this city. We've made a very conscious commitment to be here, and we'd like to see the council passionate about completing in sync with us and our neighbours the redevelopment of the southeast corner of the square.
Thank you. Look, can I begin by acknowledging Spark's commitment to the city through the Christchurch Foundation as well, coming on as one of the foundation board members. It's great to be able to work with you in that environment, and we're really looking forward to the Spark. Now, it's not a Spark Lab anymore, it's a Spark Place, which will be on the ground floor of Tūranga, and it's really going to be a major contribution to the city. So I thank you for that. There are 2 elements to the development that I just want to kind of focus on. You focused on, and I know your submission has, the redevelopment of Cathedral Square in that southwest quadrant, and I fully understand why, because of the buildings that will be completed in that one, and Distinction Hotel is another, and of course you've got the Heritage already operating in that area. But I just wanted to touch on Hereford Street because you know, there's also some roadworks that need to be done in Hereford Street. It does need to be rebuilt. But I just wanted to kind of get it on the record in an environment that Spark is very keen for us to complete that work in time for the buildings open as well.
And potentially the extension of the Colombo Street piece into the square where that we understand that paving in the design might finish. Right.
So I just wanted to kind of get that on the record that Spark would favour the fast forwarding of that project. Correct. Because otherwise it would be being dug up after the building was already open.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Tim.
You kind of took my thunder actually, because that connection between the square and the top end or the south of the High Street, etc., that connection between is absolutely crucial. So with your building there, which is one of the pillars to that gateway, are you talking with our staff with regards to that and the designs of that, or is it not started yet?
No, the design of the building is, so the building's underway, but there's a connecting atrium through.
Okay, so with our staff with regards to Hereford Street, because last time we had that wonderful ugly building on the other side and we had the old B&Z building, so they're very different and both as ugly in their own way. So it's crucial for the future of our city to have those links hand in glove, if you like. So you're working with us, or there's a discussion, so there's knowledge of what's happening?
Yes, because there are two sides to it. There is that development in Hereford Street, which, you know, I've seen some plans for that development.
Great.
And it's exactly why we participated in the conversation about the Cathedral Square side, to make sure that it aligned with our activities. And a really simple example would be, you'll know that we're heavily into entertainment these days. We're quite excited about the little stage that shows up out in Cathedral Square, and for example, how we might activate on that.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Vicky.
You mentioned in your submission, Paul, the cycleways. Would you like to elaborate a little bit more on that?
On the what, sorry?
The cycleways? Sorry, I thought in your written submission.
I don't.
Oh, the next one. Sorry, Paul.
Okay.
The screen on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no, that's fine. Good. Thank you.